A group of Zionist congresspeople who've accepted over $1 million in bribes from Israel have written a letter demanding that I be banned from the United States, arrested, that my U.S. passport be revoked, and that I be charged with the death penalty. And they're really upset because I went to the largest gathering of human beings in all of history, the largest funeral in world history, the funeral of Syed Ali Khamenei in Tehran, Iran. Now, I didn't know it was a crime, in fact, it's not, to pay your respects to the single most powerful man who is leading the fight against the imperialist world order, against the genocidal state of Israel, and the government, which is taking our taxpayer dollars to fund war crimes, taking our children to be sent halfway across the world to die in a war for Benjamin Netanyahu. In fact, it sounds like way more of a crime to me to take $1 million from a foreign government as you're sitting as a member of Congress. Now, I should add that 12 hours before this letter came out, Israeli media reported on the fact that it was set to come out soon, which I guess means that this all happened at the direct order of Netanyahu and the Israeli Knesset. Can't say I'm surprised about that. This letter was addressed to the Honorable Marco Rubio and Attorney General of the U.S. Department of Justice, Todd Blanche. Anyways, they're writing saying I must be denied re-entry into the United States, that I be charged for material support for a foreign terrorist organization, and that I be charged with the Effective Death Penalty Act of 1996. Absolutely pathetic. Now, I do want to give you a little bit of information on these congresspeople. One Max L. Miller co-authored this letter. He's taken $278,560 in bribes from the Israel lobby. He's also introduced bills which would provide U.S. taxpayer benefits to American citizens serving in the genocidal IDF. The notorious Representative Randy Fine from Florida also co-authored this letter. He's taken $546,860 from the Israel lobby, and he spends every other day calling for the U.S. government to nuke Gaza and or Iran. We also have an autograph here from Congressman Randy Weber. Randy has taken $107,070 from the Israel lobby. He also co-founded the House's Judea and Samaria caucus, meaning he doesn't believe in Gaza or the West Bank and thinks that Israel should just take it all. Congresswoman Claudia Tenney has also co-signed on this letter. She's taken $182,700 in bribes from the Israel lobby. She also once supported a bill that would land you with 20 years in prison and a $1 million fine if you participated in boycotts against the Israeli government. Representative Keith Self, a new member of Congress who's taken $49,000 from the Israel lobby. And lastly, we have Congressman Derek Van Orden, who has taken $146,150 from the Israel lobby, and Representative Addison McDowell, who's taken $34,250 from the Israel lobby. Now, I can stand here and tell all of you that I've never taken a single penny from any foreign government, especially from the Iranian government. If I had, I think that they would have put me in prison already. So I'll end this by saying I find this letter to be a badge of honor. In fact, I might get it framed and let this video serve as my own sort of letter to Honorable Marco Rubio and Honorable Todd Blanche. As a result of these 7 congresspeople and many more taking millions and millions of dollars from the Israel lobby and serving the interests of a foreign terrorist entity, that being Israel, I demand that you two Trump officials charge these very congresspeople with 18 U.S.C. 2339A and 18 U.S.C. 2339B for the crimes they've committed against the American Republic, the American Constitution, and the American people.